Explanation of the book, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos, by Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, a professor of clinical psychology and one of the most prominent contemporary thinkers. In this book, he presents 12 rules for life that blend psychology, philosophy, religion, mythology, and popular culture. Rule 1. Stand up straight and square your shoulders. General meaning. This rule refers to the importance of posture and its profound role in shaping your relationship with yourself and the world. Peterson starts with an example inspired by the animal kingdom, specifically the behavior of lobsters, which display a certain posture when they feel powerful or defeated. He says that humans are similar in this regard. When a person feels defeated, anxious, or unsuccessful, this is immediately reflected in their body. Their head drops, their shoulders slump, and their back hunches. This posture not only affects how others perceive them, but also their brain chemistry and their perception of themselves. An upright posture doesn't just mean a strong body. It sends a message to the mind saying, "I'm ready to take on the world." It boosts the release of serotonin, the hormone associated with self-confidence and a sense of worth. Deep lessons. Don't let failure define your physical appearance. Even in moments of weakness, pretend to be strong because your mind will begin to believe it. People respect those who appear confident, and the world deals with us based on signals we send out subconsciously. Rule 2. Treat yourself like you're responsible for a loved one. Many people care more about others than they do about themselves. You may find someone reminding their friends to take their medication or caring for the health of their children or pets, but neglecting their own health, putting themselves at risk, or neglecting themselves. Peterson believes this stems from an internal sense of unworthiness or guilt. These people don't feel they're worthy of care. Therefore, they don't give themselves the same care they give others. What he suggests is, imagine there is someone you love dearly and are suffering for. Then treat yourself as if you were that person. Ask yourself, if I were responsible for this person, would I let them eat bad food? Would I allow them to stay up late, get tired, and neglect themselves? Deep lessons. Don't be harsh on yourself in the name of strength or patience. Take care of yourself, take care of your body, and monitor your thoughts as you would monitor a loved one. You are responsible for yourself as if you were its guardian, so be kind and compassionate in your leadership. Rule 3. Befriend those who want the best for you. Social relationships directly impact your personal destiny. The people you surround yourself with can lift you to the top or drag you down. Many people think that loyalty means staying with childhood friends or people who share their pain. But the truth is that some people unintentionally hurt us simply because they are immersed in their own chaos and don't want anyone to change. A person who wants the best for you doesn't rejoice in your misery, nor does he feel jealous of your success. Rather, he rejoices in your progress, encourages you when you're tired, and advises you when you make mistakes. These people are the true treasure that must be treasured. Peterson warns against friends who push you toward evasion, addiction, surrender, laziness, or accepting a mediocre life. Deep lessons. Choose your friends as you choose your life path because they truly define it. Don't be afraid to cut off toxic relationships. Anyone who doesn't want you to rise doesn't deserve a place in your circle. Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who others are today. General meaning. One of the biggest sources of unhappiness in the modern age is constant comparison to others, especially with social media, where people showcase their best moments while we live our real lives. Peterson explains that every person has their own unique circumstances, history, wounds, and abilities. There's no point in comparing yourself to another person without knowing their background, what they've been through, or how they got to where they are. The only useful comparison is the one you make with your previous self. Are you more aware today? Has your relationship with yourself improved? Has your academic, professional, or emotional performance improved? This comparison makes you more balanced and less likely to feel helpless or inadequate. Deep lessons. Focus on progress, not perfection. Don't look at those who came before you, but rather look at your steps and make sure you're moving forward. Be better than your previous self, and you'll win the battle of life. Rule 5. Don't allow your children to do things that make you hate them. General meaning. This rule relates to parenting, specifically the need to set clear boundaries for children so they grow up in a healthy, moral, and balanced manner. A child who is left to do whatever they want without guidance or correction may become disruptive, aggressive, or chaotic, which may alienate others and even make the parents themselves feel alienated. But for fear of being harsh or unfair, parents allow their children to engage in destructive behavior without intervention. Peterson says that parental love doesn't mean laxity. It means building a character capable of interacting with the world intelligently and respectfully. If you don't discipline your child, the world will discipline them harshly later. Deep lessons. Don't be afraid to set limits for your children. This is done out of love, not cruelty. Children need guidance, not just friendship. Parenting is a responsibility that requires wisdom and firmness, not emotion alone. Rule 6. Before you criticize the world, clean your room. General meaning. You can't fix the outside world if your personal life is in chaos. Focus on putting your affairs in order first, then move on to greater change. Peterson suggests that many people tend to blame systems, societies, politics, the past, and even the universe for their unhappiness, without first looking within themselves. Real change begins within themselves, with the simplest things. Is your room clean? Are your appointments regular? Is your relationship with your family healthy? Cleaning the room here isn't just about vacuuming. It includes prioritizing, resolving conflicts, admitting mistakes, self-discipline, and seeking inner order. Deep lessons. The world is a mirror of your inner state. Don't demand change from others while ignoring your own shortcomings. Real change begins with the simplest things in your surroundings. Rule 7. Pursue what's good for you, not what's comfortable. General meaning. What's good for you in the long run is often not enjoyable in the moment, but its results are worth the sacrifice. Peterson uses psychological, philosophical, and religious concepts to explain how humans are tempted by comfort, laziness, and instant gratification, and flee from pain, responsibility, and discipline. But true life is built on taking responsibility, on painful sacrifice for a higher purpose. The author cites the story of Cain and Abel to demonstrate how refusing to sacrifice or offering less leads to anger and destruction. He urges the adoption of the principle of purposeful suffering, enduring hardship for the betterment of yourself and the world. Profound lessons. Today's comfort is tomorrow's suffering. The true meaning of life comes from taking responsibility, not from comfort. Ask yourself, what action will make me proud in 10 years? Rule 8. Tell the truth or at least don't lie. General meaning. Lying destroys the soul and reality. Live according to the truth, no matter how painful it is. Peterson distinguishes between telling the truth and lying, but he also talks about something more dangerous, lying to oneself. Living a life that doesn't resemble you, saying what you don't believe, advocating for ideas just because they're popular. A lie builds on another lie and leads you to a false and confused life, while the truth clears the way ahead, even if it causes initial losses. Deep lessons. Truth is a painful but liberating path. Speak only if you mean what you say. Lying isn't just words, it's a way of life that should be rejected entirely. Rule 9. Assume that the person you're listening to might know something you don't. General meaning. Listening sincerely to others is a gateway to a deeper understanding of reality and yourself. Peterson focuses here on humility of mind. Many people don't listen to learn, but rather to be prepared to respond. But one of the greatest forms of wisdom is to be silent and listen attentively, even to someone with whom you disagree. Everyone you meet knows something you don't. Every conversation is an opportunity to uncover a new angle of life or self. True dialogue is not a battlefield, but a bridge to understanding. Deep lessons. Silence sometimes speaks louder than words. Listening humbly opens the doors of wisdom. Always be a student, not always a caller. Rule 10. Speak precisely. General meaning. Words are not just symbols. They are tools for creating reality. Be precise in your descriptions, your requests, your goals, even your complaints. Peterson believes that ambiguity is the enemy of change. Many people live in pain because they don't know exactly what's bothering them and don't express it precisely. So the pain persists and grows. The more clear you become with yourself and others, the more you can address your problems, ask for help, or make informed decisions. Deep lessons. Don't use general words. Be clear about what you feel, think, and want. Specificity builds the path to resolution. Ambiguity keeps the pain alive. Rule 11. Don't disturb children while they're skating. General meaning. Let children experience it themselves, even if it's dangerous. Without risk, they won't learn. Peterson attacks the idea of overprotection by parents, saying that a child who is prevented from jumping, climbing, or taking risks will grow up weak, fearful, and constantly dependent on others. Life is inherently risky. Depriving a child of this in the name of protection is setting them up for greater failure in the future. Children should be allowed to experience, even fall, because it sharpens them and builds mental and emotional resilience. Deep lessons. Overprotection kills children's strength. Small experiences and suffering build great character. Let them fall today so they can rise stronger tomorrow. Rule 12. Pet an animal you come across. General meaning. In the midst of daily suffering, look for small moments of stillness, for they are what give life meaning. Peterson ends his book with this rule, which represents a profoundly human aspect. Despite all the chaos in the world and all the responsibilities and pressures, there are tender moments that pass before us. It might be a child's smile, a touch from a gentle animal, or a moment of silence between two voices. Those moments give us reassurance, reconnect us to life, and remind us that beauty still exists in the midst of everything. Profound lessons. Don't postpone joy. Take it wherever you find it. Life is not just about battles. It's also about touches of tenderness. Small moments are lifelines in the chaos of existence.